In these unprecedented times, it is more important than ever for business resource partners to collaborate to support New Mexico's small businesses as they navigate the changing economic landscape. To facilitate collaborative partnerships, the New Mexico District Office of the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, works alongside business resource organizations across the state to provide New Mexico's small businesses the help they need to start, grow, and thrive. As another key player in the state's economic ecosystem, Arrowhead Center at NMSU is proud to announce it has entered into a strategic alliance memorandum with the U.S. SBA. To share more about these strategic alliances is the New Mexico SBA Regional Director, John Garcia.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're very pleased to be implementing what we call a Strategic Alliance Memorandum, a SAM agreement between the SBA, the Small Business Administration, and Arrowhead Center. The importance of this Strategic Alliance Memorandum is that over the past several years, we've been engaged in a very cooperative, spirited, user-friendly, enthusiastic team effort between our New Mexico District Office, the SBA, and Arrowhead Center under the leadership of KATHRYN Hansen, Dr. Hansen, and her team with Arrowhead Center. And it's been a great teaming partnership. They've always been there supporting us in our efforts, particularly now under this pandemic and the implementation of the PPP and the PP forgiveness, but more so in helping small businesses adapt, survive, and create some sustainability. And we felt it was very critical to include Arrowhead Center through a memorandum of understanding, a SAM agreement, to kind of make it more official as a resource partner for the SBA, particularly in the impact Arrowhead Center and New Mexico State University have in the southern part of our state and the communities. And so we have a Strategic Alliance Memorandum that we've initiated. We've sent it to Washington, D.C. It's been signed by headquarters and also by myself, and Dr. Hansen has signed that. The purpose of it is to continue to help start and continue maintaining and expanding our small business efforts. Arrowhead Center will join a cadre of other resource partners that we have, such as the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in New Mexico, the Indian Chamber, the African American Chamber, other chambers of commerce, as well as teaming with resource partners, the Small Business Development Centers, SCORE, West with our 6 women business centers, VBOC Veteran Business Outreach Center, the PTAC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center, and many other types of partners that we have, along with our lenders across the state. So they bring a wealth of resource, a wealth of knowledge to further enhance our small business development and outreach. But the purpose of this MOU, it's a Strategic Alliance Memorandum, is to develop and foster a mutual understanding and a working relationship between the SBA and Arrowhead Center in order to strengthen and expand small business development in our local areas. You know, we have 157,000 small businesses in the state of New Mexico, and the more resources we can bring to the table to provide some guidance and support to them, particularly during this pandemic period of time, it's critical that we team and work together to assist our small businesses to keep them afloat. You know, it's been said that small business is the backbone to the country, and it certainly is. We have to keep our economy going. So I'm very pleased to have Arrowhead Center to join the SBA in a partnership through our Strategic Alliance Memorandum. So again, I want to particularly thank Dr. Arvizu for his continued support, and Dr. KATHRYN Hansen and the members of her staff at Arrowhead Center. They have always been there, without a doubt, whenever we've asked them for some assistance and help on a lot of issues. So we look forward to this Strategic Alliance Memorandum and partnership, as well as I know our other resource partners welcome that as well. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from Arrowhead Center Director Kathy Hansen on the role Arrowhead will take as a strategic partner.
As Director of Arrowhead Center at NMSU, I'm delighted to be here to celebrate our resource partnership with the New Mexico SBA. While we've worked together for years on entrepreneurship and economic development for our state, strengthening that relationship couldn't come at a better time. Arrowhead Center has spent the last 15 years striving to be a hub for innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable economic development. In addition to serving as a primary driver of research commercialization and entrepreneurial activities for the NMSU system, we've served small businesses across the state. We work with the broadest possible population of current and potential entrepreneurs. We have K through 12 programming, New Mexico's first business accelerators dedicated to college and university students, and numerous initiatives that help community members start and grow small businesses. Arrowhead has placed as many resources as possible online, and we're expanding bilingual offerings. Accessibility is a primary goal. Over the past 15 months, we've worked with over 1,000 small businesses in New Mexico, from technology-driven, high-growth prospects to solopreneurs seeking ways to survive the current economic downturn. As we work together to overcome the economic and personal challenges of the pandemic, we're reminded of the importance of resiliency, the ability to adapt to difficulties that we encounter, and the knowledge to turn those difficulties into opportunities. Entrepreneurship and the small businesses it enables is an ideal strategy for times like this. It allows people to conceive of and realize ideas, to solve the problems they're facing currently, and to be better equipped to address challenges around the corner. Combining the people, knowledge, and resources of Arrowhead Center and the New Mexico SBA positions New Mexico and New Mexicans to achieve those aims. I'm so pleased to mark this partnership and so eager to see where it takes us.
And now NMSU Chancellor Dan Arvizu will discuss the importance of this partnership for New Mexico State University.
Hello, I'm Dan Arvizu, Chancellor, New Mexico State University System. It's my honor today to welcome everybody to this kickoff and celebration of a partnership between the Small Business Administration and the New Mexico State University's Arrowhead Center. Small Business Administration has been the go-to resource for small businesses for decades, giving these companies the education, expertise, and financial access they need to start, grow, and thrive. Here in New Mexico, our SBA office is responsible for serving the state's diverse people and businesses in each of our 33 counties. New Mexico SBA District Office serves small companies from our urban areas to our rural small towns with equal skill and commitment. John Garcia is the SBA District Director for New Mexico. There are both sides of this work. John owned a small business before he stepped into his role of advocating for them. John served honorably in the U.S. Army in Vietnam with the 4th Infantry Division, and while he's a champion for all small businesses, he has a particular interest in veteran entrepreneurship. Among his many accomplishments is establishing the New Mexico Veterans Business Outreach Center during his tenure as the Cabinet Secretary of the New Mexico Department of Veterans Services. John also understands how small businesses are a critical piece of the larger economic development landscape. Arrowhead Center is New Mexico State University's economic engine, working across all the campuses and across the state to leverage innovation and entrepreneurship to create opportunities for greater wealth, economic security, and quality of life for the people of New Mexico. Arrowhead provides education, training, hands-on entrepreneurial experiences, and access to the people and resources small businesses need to be successful. Kathy Hansen is Arrowhead's Center Director, and she has spent the past decade growing the organization to better serve New Mexico's entrepreneurs and companies. Kathy and her team work with the widest population possible, from elementary school students to established business owners, to ensure people recognize and realize the opportunities entrepreneurships and entrepreneurial thinking provide. The New Mexico Small Business Administration and Arrowhead Center have been working together for years, but formalizing this partnership opens up a new world of possibilities at a time when the state needs it most. Working side by side, the Small Business Administration and Arrowhead can ensure that their respective clients have access to the resources they need when they need them. Together, we are ready to provide New Mexico small business support at a time when it's never been needed more. We're all working to recover from the economic challenges that the COVID pandemic has delivered. Over the past months, we've all been forced to reconfigure our lives, our jobs, our education, our families. But great things can come out of the new perspectives we've had to adopt. We've learned more than ever the importance of local economic landscapes, the people and small businesses that surround us every day, and to whom we can turn in difficult times. This is the time to boost those landscapes and to support those communities. This partnership between the New Mexico Small Business Administration and New Mexico State University's Arrowhead Center will do just that. Again, congratulations to all for the great work that's been done in the past and for all the great work that will continue to be done. Thank you.
As a strategic partner, Arrowhead Center will work alongside numerous business resource organizations to support small businesses across the state. We're about to hear from several business resource partner organizations.
Hello, my name is Russell WYRICK. I'm the Executive State Director of the New Mexico Small Business Development Center, known as the SBDC. As a program, what we seek to do is to create skilled entrepreneurs with strong businesses. And the important understanding of that, this is not just about starting a business or developing it. It's about working with the entrepreneurs to become good at this entrepreneurship thing. We accomplish this through our 18 service centers across the state, our 6 procurement technical assistance centers, our International Business Accelerator in Santa Teresa, and our Technology Commercialization Accelerator in Socorro. It was Aristotle who said that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And the understanding that somehow by working together, you achieve a quality of something different than when you're working in silos or individually. Approximately 3 years ago, the New Mexico SBDC, along with the other SBA Resource Partners, these are the partners that work directly because of how we're funded through the SBA, to identify how we could collaborate together to not only improve the whole, but ourselves individually. And so we came together with the Women's Business Centers, known as WEST here in New Mexico, the 3 SCORE chapters in the state, our Veteran Business Outreach Center, known as VBOC. And what they do is they work directly with veteran entrepreneurs and provide training specifically to help our veterans who are so valuable to the state to succeed in entrepreneurship. And we begin meeting every quarter to discuss how we could collaborate and work together. Not only did these collaboration efforts result in incredible outcomes as a whole and changes in the state, it resulted in improvements within ourselves. We saw the SBDC begin to grow and develop and become even more individually as we learned from our partners. And we saw the same thing within our partners as the SCORE chapters begin to get reinvigorated and move forward. We really are under a hope to build momentum. Our long-term goal is that New Mexico will have the best SCORE chapters in the United States, the best women's business centers, the best small business development center, the best veteran business outreach center, and that together we create a competitive advantage for New Mexico that other states don't have, that people will recognize because of the resources and the collaboration of not having a bunch of individual agencies who are working in silos and it's all about themselves, that they understand there's a cohesive system of collaboration that makes New Mexico the best place in the U.S. to start and grow a business. We're so excited that Arrowhead Center has chosen to take this pathway, to take the step where it's not about the Arrowhead Center anymore. It's about New Mexicans. It's about working together to leverage everything available in the state, all of the resources available in the state, to put the entrepreneurs in the state in a pathway where they can not only compete against people in other states, but they can win because they have an entire cohesive ecosystem of resources behind them, driving them forward to success. So again, I cannot tell you how excited we are to have Arrowhead Center join us in this initiative to move beyond themselves and move into the whole so that we can launch this. And we also hope this leads to the future of other institutions and organizations that want to join this statewide effort to where we have a cohesive whole of everything operating in the state together, leveraging all of the resources together, bringing to bear that power as a whole, making us all better. So I want to thank all of you, and I have a special message for my entrepreneurs in the state. We're here to support you. These SBA Resource Partners, we're here to support you. But we want to ask something of you, and we want to ask you to take entrepreneurship seriously. It's no longer enough to just own a business. It's no longer enough to just show up to work. It's time for New Mexicans to get engaged in taking entrepreneurship seriously as a journey and a pathway. So we want to encourage you, take the time to study entrepreneurship, understand your finances, understand marketing, work on your business rather than just in your business. So I want to leave you with that message, especially for the businesses, that the entrepreneurs, get engaged. New Mexico needs you. You're incredibly valuable to the state. You're our job creators. And so we want to encourage you, take the next step to not just be a business owner. Don't just be a small business owner, be a good small business owner, and take the journey to build your skill set to go from good to incredible. I want to congratulate the Arrowhead Center on their Strategic Alliance Memorandum with the U.S. Small Business Administration and the SBA Resource Partners here in the state. We're looking forward to the collaboration and many years of partnership that are going to work together to make New Mexico a destination for starting or growing a business.
Hi, I'm AGNES NOONAN. I'm the president of WEST, and it's my great honor to extend congratulations to the Arrowhead Center for its new strategic partnership with the SBA. WEST and Arrowhead have a long history of collaboration, first starting with Arrowhead's application to become a certified incubator in New Mexico. And when that was achieved, they then became one of the 7 certified incubators in the state, along with the WEST Enterprise Center and several others. More recently, we have partnered with Arrowhead to co-host the annual We Mean Business Conference, targeted to women entrepreneurs. It's been a great partnership, and we look forward to continuing that partnership in the years ahead. WEST is a statewide organization that is targeted to women, people of color, and low-wealth New Mexicans who want to start or grow their own business. We host 6 women's business centers around the state, including one in Las Cruces. We're an SBA microlender as well as a CDFI. And we look forward to the years ahead and continuing our strong partnership with Arrowhead. And again, congratulations on the new partnership with SBA.
My name is Walter Paul. I am the District Director of SCORE for New Mexico and El Paso, Texas. We have 3 chapters in New Mexico: Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Las Cruces, and then we have 1 chapter in El Paso, Texas in this particular district. SCORE is the largest all-volunteer organization. It's actually chartered by Congress through the SBA to help small businesses. We help small businesses get started. We help small businesses grow, expand, and we also help small businesses shut down, sell, whatever happens, whatever they need. We have over 100 volunteers in our 4 chapters. And those volunteers, and they are volunteers, all have significant business background. Some with large corporations, others with mid-sized companies, and some have been small business owners. Like myself, I was a co-owner in a small business in Colorado, actually. But I also have extensive experience, as most of our mentors do, in a number of areas. One of my areas is IT and numbers, statistics, accounting, those kinds of things I've worked in for many years. So we have a breadth of experience. We have CPAs, we have retired bankers, we have retired people who worked for government and in the procurement area specifically, which is very important to our small businesses. They work with PTAC, which is also through the SBDCs, helping small businesses get government contracts, government business. So we have a wide breadth of experience, and the good thing is there are over 10,000 SCORE volunteers in the nation. So if we don't have the expertise locally, we can refer the client to any one of these 10,000 other mentors throughout the country. And again, all volunteer, it's all free. Well, in New Mexico, we're very lucky because we have an SBA, specifically an SBA leadership here with John Garcia, that has brought us all together in kind of a unique way. And it's actually the envy of a number of other SBAs within the United States. They always ask, John, how did you do it? But he has brought us all together as resource partners. We meet once a month. And we share our successes. We share the things that are working for us. So we talk about what we each are doing, and we try to be complementary rather than competitive in the sense that we share the workshops. By the way, we also do Score Dust workshops. We do quite a few workshops every month. But we share that with West and with SBDC and VBOC, so we don't duplicate stuff. So our workshops tend to be very unique compared to the offerings of West and SBDC and VBOC, that's the Veterans Business Outreach Center. And so we are heavy into collaboration in New Mexico. Plus, we are members and collaborate with the Hispano Chamber, the African American Chamber, and the American Indian Chamber in Albuquerque. So we have a wide breadth of partners that we work with, and not just SBA resource partners like we're going to do with Arrowhead. The mission of SCORE, and all of our volunteers are very passionate about this, is to grow our business community, to create jobs by creating new businesses or helping existing businesses grow. And the motto for SCORE is, and it's on all of our logos, we're there for the life of your business.
Hi, my name is Therese Rivera. I'm the statewide program manager for the New Mexico Procurement Technical Assistance Center. New Mexico Procurement Technical Assistance Center is an organization, if you will, whose mission is to counsel, train, and assist New Mexico business owners to obtain government contracts. PTACs, or Procurement Technical Assistance Program, were established in Congress in 1985. It's a grant that's funded through the Defense Logistics Agency. We're not funded by the SBA, but we definitely are one of the SBA partners in that we do co-host events together. The Small Business 8A program, the Women-Owned, Minority-Owned Business Program, we assist them in getting that word out and assisting businesses through all of the paperwork involved in registering their business in the SBA's database and all of the databases that exist to do business as a government contractor. The program on a national level was established to expand the number of businesses capable of participating in government contracts. It's a nationwide network of procurement professionals that help businesses compete for and perform contracts with the Department of Defense, other federal agencies, state and local governments, and with government prime contractors. PTACs put on a variety of training sessions. We help businesses get registered in the SBA's SAM registration, the System for Award Management, grants.gov, and all of the systems. And some of those systems are a little complicated. So we provide one-on-one counseling to them, and we act as a referral back and forth with the SBA many times, where because they're very busy and they have limited staff, so they rely on us a lot to really do the hand-holding with the businesses and really get into the nitty-gritty and going through the SAM registration process. And we even drill down to assist them with the local, even City of Albuquerque, UNM, City of Las Cruces. Each of those entities or agencies or cities have their separate registration systems. We partner with the Small Business Development Centers quite well as well. In fact, some of our offices are co-located with the SBDCs, specifically the Clovis SBDC, as well as the Higher Ed Center, where the Santa Fe location is. We have upcoming events all the time. We put on training events all the time. So you can go to www.nmptac.org and always look for our events. And again, as far as partnering with other organizations, Arrowhead and the SBA and SBDCs, we are happy to co-host events. We are happy to be speakers on any panel. moderate events, and we act as referrals as well. If you ever encounter a business that is interested in doing and getting into government contracting, if they've never have before, the best way to reach us is through email. I'm therese.rivera@sfcc.edu. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a few words about New Mexico PTAC and all of our programs that we support throughout the state. We definitely love our partnership with Arrowhead and the Small Business Administration, as well as with Small Business Development Centers and all of the other partners that have MOUs with the SBA, including the Economic Development Department, Chambers of Commerce, and we all work collectively to assist businesses in New Mexico. So please let us know how we can help.
To highlight the ways in which these kinds of resource organizations support small business development, Roy MONTIBON, CEO of the MONTIBON Company, shares his experience.
Hello, I'm Roy MONTIBON. I actually own two different companies, the MONTIBON Company, and with the help of Arrowhead Center, have been in the process of R&D and customer discovery on a second company, a science technology startup called MONTIBON Providence International. And I've been a business person and entrepreneur for my entire life, practically. I started off like everybody else, mowing lawns when I was a teenager. I do appreciate the fact that the SBA is providing an umbrella to a number of really, really good organizations in the state of New Mexico and across the nation, obviously. But I've mostly been working with the Arrowhead Center and their various programs, and I've been associated with a number of programs. Most of the direct help that I've been receiving has been through NMFAST. That has to do with SBIR and similar, SBIR, STTR, and similar types of science and technology grant proposals. But I've also worked with West, and specifically Deborah Burns there has helped me quite a lot on a project that I had about 4 to 5 years ago. And I was looking to build an assisted living facility in the town of Las Vegas, New Mexico. And assisted living facilities, long-term facilities tend to be very expensive. So we wanted to build something that was really, really high quality, that would offer really great services to our clients, and was helped by West once I had secured my seed funders. I have to say that the support I received from West was really great. I also have worked with PTAC in a limited way, and in the past have worked with SCORE in terms of some kind of fundamental business questions and guidance, mostly having to do with accounting and taxes and setting up a C Corp and dealing with the SEC and the IRS. And I've also been peripherally associated with some programs that were hosted by our local Las Vegas SBDC up at Luna Community College. In terms of a lot of the organizations that the SBA is coordinating with, I've worked with several of them. And again, I appreciate the overall coordination that the SBA is doing with these groups, because it really helps. Having access to this variety of business support and mentoring services is pretty amazing. And I think that New Mexico is doing a really good job. I mentioned West earlier, and specifically Deborah Burns, who went way out of her way to help me make contacts, make introductions, actually attend meetings, some meetings with me while I was going after the $17 to $20 million that I was seeking. I think also, really, really tremendous experience I had with Arrowhead Center, specifically with their SBIR support through NMFAST, is direct assistance. I mean, I went through the Tech Sprint program, which is an NSF designed program, and in that program interviewed over 150, and now, I just kept doing it, so I'm now up to about 200 potential customers. But I've gotten really direct feedback on proposals from Dana and Dell and their team. I think that also, just like with West, Arrowhead Center has been really pivotal for me in terms of introductions. I've met people at DARPA and at NIST. But I think one of the things that I want to mention too is that the individual human beings that run these programs, like Dana and Dell and Deborah, if you're not an entrepreneur, you might not understand how difficult and challenging and grueling it can be to try to launch a complex business, especially if it's a science technology business. So I can say that these groups, including a group I think that is not a part of the SBA program, but it's really crucial here in New Mexico, which is the Los Alamos National Labs and Sandia NMSBA program in conjunction with Arrowhead's NMFAST, are really, really powerful for someone like myself. The entire gamut is here, all the way to extremely, beyond cutting edge science and technology. So that's something that I can't even mention how valuable that is. New Mexico is a really, really amazing place to build and launch a science technology company. I would recommend to any entrepreneur to relocate to New Mexico, or if you're already in New Mexico, to start up a company here. And I think that you'll be surprised at how much support there is available if you are open to it and you are seeking help and mentoring. At that, I think I need to get busy. I've got work to do. And again, with the help of all these organizations, this is going to launch here. We're going to headquarter here in New Mexico. So I really appreciate everything. And again, I appreciate what the SBA is doing in terms of sponsoring and tying together all these organizations at every level of business support you can possibly think of.
Nancy Bates, owner of Las Cruces-based Gym Magic, shares how SBA programs have provided support to her business throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
My name is Nancy Bates. I'm the owner of Gym Magic Kids. We also have a new location, The Village, which is on Espanola Street. It is basically a preschool setting and also a preschool gymnastics setup also, because we believe movement is so important for brain development in these early years. And we found that most children are not getting adequate movement. So with our preschools, we have a large gymnastics arena for them. In Gym Magic, we have gymnastics, swimming, dance, ninja, cheerleading. It's a multi-sport. And then we also have right now a virtual classroom for K through 5, because we found a lot of our people that are actually on our staff needed care in order to go to work now that we have this virtual learning surrounding us. In order for us to even get started with Gym Magic, we were looking at a large loan, and it was through SBA that we finally were able to get a whole program and a package put together. Don Panagrossi was our SBA man, and he did an absolutely excellent job. And that was in 2003. Then last year, we began another project, and Don again was our SBA, our SBA agent who got the package together and was working with our bank. And then we also worked with it was with the Doña Ana branch. It's the SBA. I don't remember the initials, but Jennifer Theron and her group. And they worked together with SBA. So that was fundamental in getting our new program, The Village, built. And then since COVID has come about, we've also used some of the SBA programs in the CARES Act, and anything that came available, we tried to apply for. I would say the value of having outside expertise come in and guide you through the process, you just can't underestimate that. As a small business, you don't have an attorney on staff or a legal department. You probably don't even have an in-house accountant. And so having these outside experts come in to help guide you is truly invaluable. We wouldn't be open without them. Right now, during the COVID time, this extra support has been vital to keeping businesses open. And when a new grant possibility came up, I would get an email from the SBA group at Doña Ana branch saying, here's something to look into. So they're kind of also watching your back to help you in because things are so busy right now. And I know business owners, our work has tripled since COVID has come into our land. And so it's easy to just drown in the paperwork, and their guidance and bringing things to the forefront have been really, really important. I thank them, and I know Don Panagrossi will be retiring in December, and he has been such a positive force in our business with the SBA's backing. And I just, I can't say enough good things about what he did for our business and what the SBA in total, and with Jennifer and the group at the Doñana. So I would like to personally thank them so much for them helping and going out of their way to help us stay above water. So thank you.
The vast array of business resource organizations in New Mexico provide key services for small businesses. Arrowhead Center and New Mexico State University are honored to work alongside John Garcia, the New Mexico District Office of the U.S. Small Business Administration, and all partners across the state to support small business development. To learn more about SBA Resource Partners and connect with resource providers, please visit the sba.gov link shown here. To connect with the Arrowhead Center, please visit arrowheadcenter.nmsu.edu.